Alright, freelancers and agency owners, let's go straight into it. The content agency landscape in 2025 is completely different to what it was even 12 months ago. What used to work is now leaving talented videographers struggling to pay rent, working ridiculous hours, and questioning if they should just go and get a normal job. The truth is, the old model isn't just dying, it's already dead and buried. But here's the thing. This is actually brilliant news for those who understand what's really happening. In this video, I'm going to break down the exact market shifts transforming the content agency space, the reality checks that agency owners desperately need, and the framework that's allowing the top 5% of agencies to absolutely crush it whilst everyone else is fighting for scraps. If you're currently running a content agency or maybe thinking about starting one, this may be the most important 15 minutes you're going to be spending this year. So let's dive into it. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Newman. I've built a content agency and have been able to generate consistent 25, 30k months. But of course, it didn't start like that. We've entered a completely new era in the content niche. The problem is that most video agencies are still operating on an outdated model. They're competing on technical skills and equipment in a market that no longer values those as its primary differentiators. It's like trying to win a Formula One with a perfectly tuned horse and carriage. It doesn't matter how good your horse is when everyone else is driving cars. But there's good news. This market shift has created massive opportunities for those who understand the new rules of the game. And that is exactly what we're going to be breaking down today. Let's start by understanding the three major shifts that have transformed the content agency landscape in 2025. Value perception. The first major shift is in how clients perceive value. In 2025, clients don't want videos, they want results. They don't care about your 8K camera or your fancy color grading skills. They care about, will this video generate leads for my business? Will it convert viewers into paying customers? Will it position me as an authority in my space? Will it give me a return on my investment? This is why so many content agencies are struggling. They're selling technical deliverables when clients want business outcomes. Platform pivot. The second shift is in where and how the content is being consumed. The platforms have completely changed the game. YouTube has shifted to favor long form, high retention content over short, flashy videos. Instagram now prioritizes authentic, raw content over highly produced material. TikTok's algorithm rewards consistency and personality over production quality. And LinkedIn has become more of a video powerhouse for B2B, but with specific content requirements. If you're creating the same type of content across all of those platforms, you're wasting your clients' money and setting them up for disappointment. Expertise, expectation. The third shift is that clients now expect you to be an expert in their industry, not just in video production. They don't want to tell you what to create, they want you to tell them what will work for their specific businesses. This means generic video agencies are dying, while specialized ones are absolutely smashing it. Now let me give you a reality check on what it actually takes to succeed as a content agency in 2025. Niching is no longer optional. The first reality is that being a generalist content agency is a death sentence in 2025. The most successful content agencies today are hyper specialized. They don't just pick an industry, they pick a specific type of client within an industry and a specific type of video content. For example, instead of we create videos for businesses, it's we create customer story videos for SaaS companies with 50 to 200 employees. This level of specialization allows you to charge premium rates because you understand the specific challenges, create repeatable systems instead of reinventing the wheel for each client, build genuine expertise that general agencies can't match, position yourself as the obvious choice for your ideal clients. Production quality. The second reality is that great production quality is now just the entry ticket. It's not what clients pay premium rates for. What clients actually pay for is strategic guidance on what content will achieve their goals, understanding of their industry and audience, systems for distributing and maximizing the impact of their videos, and measurable results tied to business objectives. If you're still selling yourself based on your equipment or your technical skills, you're missing what clients actually want in 2025. Their business model has evolved. The third reality is that the project-based business model is dead for premium content agencies. The agencies making 20k plus per month aren't thriving off of one-off projects every single month. They're selling monthly retainers with clear deliverables, strategic partnerships instead of vendor relationships, and ongoing content systems rather than individual videos. This shift requires completely rethinking how you package, price, and deliver your services. Client selection is everything. The final reality is that who you work with matters more than how many clients you have. One perfect fit client who values your expertise and pays premium rates is worth more than 10 clients who haggle over prices and treat you like a commodity. The most successful content agencies have strict criteria for who they work with, and they aren't afraid to say no to clients who don't fit. So what is actually working in 2025 for content agency owners that are thriving? Let me break down the framework that's replaced the outdated agency model. I like to call this the acquisition engine, and it's built around 5 core components. Authority positioning. The first component is positioning yourself as an authority in your niche, not just another video production company. This means delivering to a specific niche where you will be the go-to expert, creating content that demonstrates your expertise in that niche, building a personal brand as the agency owner, and speaking the language of your ideal clients. The key here is to be known for something very specific, not everything to everyone. Strategic offer creation. The second component is creating offers that align with what clients actually value in 2025. This means packaging your services around outcomes, not deliverables, creating tiered pricing that maximizes your revenue, and including strategic elements that justify the premium pricing, building in recurring revenue components. So for example, instead of selling 3 videos for £3,000, you're selling the brand authority package, a complete video strategy to position you as the leader in your industry for 5K per month. Content ecosystem. This includes creating content that attracts your ideal client's specific pain points, demonstrating your expertise through case studies and results, building a consistent content calendar across multiple platforms, and using your content to pre-qualify prospects. The key is to create content that positions you as the obvious choice for your ideal clients before they ever speak to you. Systematic client acquisition. The fourth component is implementing a systematic approach to client acquisition that doesn't rely solely on referrals or just cold outreach. Instead, we're going to build outbound systems that start conversations, not just pitch services, create inbound systems that attract the ideal clients to us, developing a qualification process that filters out the non-ideal prospects, and implementing a follow-up system that nurtures the leads over time. High-ticket sales process. The final component in this entire framework is a sales process that converts prospects into high-ticket clients without being too pushy or too salesy. So here we're pre-qualifying prospects before the sales calls even happen, using a consultative approach that builds trust, addressing objections before they even arise, and guiding the prospects to the right solution. When implemented correctly, this process feels like you're having a natural conversation rather than a sales pitch. So let's recap the ideas that we've covered in the video. The content agency landscape has fundamentally changed in 2025. Basic video production has become commoditized. Clients now value strategic guidance over technical skills. Niching is no longer optional, it's essential. The project-based business model is being replaced by retainer-based partnerships, and client selection is more important than client volume. The acquisition engine framework provides a systematic approach to thriving in this new landscape. And if you implement these principles into your content agency, you'll be positioned to thrive while other agencies will be struggling to survive. The agencies that are succeeding aren't necessarily the most talented or the ones with the best equipment. They're the ones who have shifted from being service provided to strategic partners. If you found this video valuable, make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next video in the series, where I'll be diving deeper into how to create high-ticket offers that clients actually want to buy. And if you're an agency owner or a freelancer who's implementing some of these strategies already, I'd love to hear more about your experience. Drop a comment below and let me know which of these principles has impacted your agency the most. That's it for today's video. I'll see you in the next one.